Hello everyone and welcome to Armored Warfare with XM800T. This is some footage from the stress test phase of Armored Warfare from about a week ago. And next week the open beta is going to open for everyone. And you can expect that I will be showing some more footage of this game when that happens. I'm quite excited about this game, being that I have played quite a bit of World of Tanks and like that game, but this is like World of Tanks with a modern touch, some modern vehicles and mechanics and whatnot. But anyway, this vehicle here that I'm driving is the XM800T Armored Reconnaissance Scout Vehicle. It was a prototype tank, as you can maybe tell from the XM experimental. It was meant to replace the M113 armored personnel carrier, give it or make a vehicle that had more firepower, but it didn't end up in use, and it only basically served to give some ideas for the future, and some of the ideas were indeed used for the M2 Bradley armored fighting vehicle then later on. This vehicle is only armed with an autocannon. It's 20mm. I think you could actually upgrade it in the game for like a bigger cannon, but here you can see me playing with still the stock gun, 20mm. I've already managed to spot some targets. Couldn't penetrate the medium tank there, but the scout is very lightly armored, so I hit him. But I wasn't spotted, but he managed to shoot me because he saw my tracers coming in a steady line from the bush, and he just fired blind and managed to hit me. And that one hit took a lot of my health, so now I start to be a bit more careful. It was pretty nice in Armored Warfare that the game doesn't allow you to use mods, but I didn't really see any need, at least during the stress test, because for example here in the map you can see a circle around my tank, and that's what I believe is the view range circle, which you have to use often as a mod in World of Tanks if you want to see it. And also, you don't have to have a specific crew skill for the spotted indicator. Like in World of Tanks, you have to have the Sixth Sense crew skill for the commander, but here in Armored Warfare, it's every tank commander has it, so it's quite a bit more balanced and equal in my opinion. I'm spotting some more targets here and trying to shoot again the T-62, but no way I can penetrate him. Guess I was just trying to hoping for having some lucky hit and maybe like optics or something like that, but no. And it's a bit of a problem with this tank that since it doesn't have a missile launcher like many of the other tanks in the game, other scout tanks in the game, you cannot really do much against heavily armored targets. Here we have another XM800T, and the problem is though that he's so far and moving so fast that it's really hard for me to hit him. I managed to get some hits, but he disappears. But now I spot him again. He's retreating, and I get some good hits on him. He drives into a rock, and I just slaughter him. Though he manages to get some shots back at me, but I managed to get him anyway. With one of the few last rounds in my magazine actually, so I was a bit lucky. And yeah, as you saw, the another XM800 was just driving really fast, and this thing indeed is really fast in my opinion. Probably not the fastest by far in the game, but for someone who's used to World of Tanks, well, it was really fast. And now I managed to track this M60 on the hill, and I actually get some penetrating hits on him as well, since there's like a small space there between the tracks where the armor is pretty thin, so a couple of penetrating hits. Most of them are going into his tracks, and that's basically what I want to do as well, just keep him tracked so my allies can shoot him. As you can hear, I'm spotting targets all the time, but I was spotted myself, but luckily no one shoots me. That's funny, like I spotted the Leopard 1, but my commander said that she spotted a truck. At least that's like what it sounded like. And the Leopard there spotted me eventually as well, and I just decided to go back because I cannot really compete with his armament, and I had problems penetrating him as well. So now he comes closer and I just go full YOLO. But yeah, I didn't really think that through. Of course the Leopard can keep up with me pretty easily, and he manages to hit me, but I still have a bit of health left and I managed to finish him off, so a bit of a lucky YOLO run there. Unfortunately this game isn't going that great, and I'm pondering if I should cap for a second, but then I'm like, no, I spot the auto tank there pretty close, and I'm just decide to flank around the eastern flank, and maybe I can get some nice shots on those tanks. And here you can really see this thing go. And here's another Soviet tank, and I get a couple of hits on his ass, but he manages to get away. And I'm gonna kill this BMP, who's covering a lot, but he hasn't spotted. Well, he has spotted me, but doesn't notice me until the very last second. Tries to even shoot at me, but he manages to get away with his last health, and then somebody shoots me in the ass. And it turns out to be another XM800. I didn't even spot him, he was so far. And well, at that point the game was completely lost basically. I was the second last guy alive, and we lost the game just seconds after I died, so bit of a disappointment, but I think it was quite an entertaining game. And yeah, you can look forward to seeing more Armored Warfare footage on this channel. I really like this game, and in this short test phase, and now it's going to be soon in open beta, and it should be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.